Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I have something pretty cool to show you guys, and that is my third survival base here on the Amitynation server. Looking pretty nice. I pretty much completed the interior and exterior, still have a few things to finish with the landscaping, but everything is pretty much good enough for me to show you guys. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so before I jump off the ground and go a little closer to the build, this is probably the best place to view the build in its entirety. It is nighttime, so it should be daytime soon, but yeah, the stars are out. Looks pretty nice at nighttime as well. But this is the structure in its entirety. It looks really nice, really modern. Now, modern isn't really the type of thing I'd go for survival. I usually do traditional, but I think this looks gorgeous on top of this mountainous custom terrain location. I think it looks great, and the sun's coming up. But yeah, I did say I was going to explain the design behind this house. So this house is actually a replica of the Louise penthouse, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. I'll show you guys an image on the top right, but yeah, this is a pretty cool design, and I thought that it looked, pretty sleek and pretty cool to build in survival, and I was not wrong. This place is great. It even exceeded my expectations. Now, I will show you guys the inside soon, but I'm just going to jump off right now. Hopefully I won't fall. Okay, good. Only took half. Probably regenerate. That beacon up there is going pretty strong. But yeah, facade looks pretty good. Not really much to show in the front, but we're going to get into the landscaping. Yeah, so landscaping, really not much in the front. I really try to keep it at, so you can see the scenery, because if I did extend this anymore, you wouldn't be able to see the scenery. But I really try to focus on the front of the house being, so you can check out this really nice picturesque, custom terrain right here. And you could get a pretty good view of it, as you can tell from, all of the platform right here. And you do get a bit of a glimpse of the living room. I will show you guys the interior last, because there is much to see in the interior, but the exterior, not much. But there is quite a bit of landscaping in the back, and we're going to get there right now. Now, I did say this was modeled after a real-life house, so of course there are going to be some real-life aspects. Right here is where the house would have, not the house, the car would have actually been parked. But instead I put my pig spawner here, replaced it with that. This was a zombie spawner, but I think the server reset something, so now it's a pig spawner. And now I have infinite pork chops and everything like that, so that's pretty good. Now in the back, it is a different story. I did extend the platform much more. This is the back of the house. Not as cool as the front, but you do have this cool back part of the living room right here, which I think is pretty cool. Lets a little bit of light in. You really can't see much from the inside, but I really think that that's pretty cool. You could have this sort of raised window. But yeah, this whole pretty much extension over here is the living room. It's gonna ring around. This is the staircase right here. Recently built that as well. But yeah, you could come in from the living room right here. I will show you guys, but this is a glimpse of the interior. A very open interior, but very useful if you ask me. Now here, it's pretty incomplete. I do plan to put like a pool here just for decoration, but everything like that, I still have yet to plan. Latest addition, this is my gazebo here that houses my huge beacon right here. Of course, as you can see, I have speed and regeneration, so it is a complete beacon right here. It goes down pretty deep. I literally just stole this from my other base that was not complete, and I put it here. It is a full beacon. I think it's made out of solid gold, so just all gold. But yeah, this is basically my backyard view. Pretty nice waterfront view. I really like this view. I like it almost as much as the back, but I think it definitely has much more to speak for. So we're gonna go down there right now, because we do have to move on. There is much to check out. So down here is my little stairway. This is my goose statue. I always I always attach a shrine to my builds, and here is my goose shrine. So yeah, just gonna check it, just gonna pass it by. That's my gazebo right there, and we're gonna move on. Actually, before we move on, I'm gonna show you guys the room. Hold up. This is my beacon room, just in case I need to replenish it or I want to, change anything. Right now, it's set on regeneration and speed. But that's that. I'm gonna move all the way down, and this is actually because sometimes I do feel like someone might actually steal the gold on my beacon, though it is highly unlikely. This server community is very nice, but just in case, I have this just to check up. But other than that, we're gonna walk down to the the docks. So the sun is going down. That's actually pretty good, because it is almost time to go inside and check the interior. But yeah, I have this little boardwalk. I think it looks pretty cool. Got this little lookout point. Now, this is probably the most unfinished part of my backyard. Goes all the way down here. I do have this little fishing hut. I really think this is really cute, you know. Here is the ocean. As you can see, it goes down pretty deep. This is a custom terrain. But yeah, this is my little fishing hut right here. I do actually come down here quite a bit to fish, when, you know, usually at nighttime. But here are my fishing rods. Here are my fish. I believe I did cook up some fish. I'm actually going to put that in the chest right now. Hold up. And there we go. So yeah, this is my little fishing hut. Looks pretty cool. Really like the location of it. But over here is where I plan to put something really huge. Now, one plugin on the server is something called Slime Fun. Not sure if you heard of it. I haven't heard of it. So it is something where you can make like jetpacks and cool technology, backpacks and stuff like that. So I plan to make a Slime Fun lab right here, right on the docks, just here. But that is basically it for the docks. Here's the fishing hut, and here's nothing right now for now. But we are going to walk all the way back up here, and I do believe it's time to check out the interior. Alright, so the interior, there is much to see, so we're just going to move on. Here is the foyer, not really much to see though. You do get this kind of pretty cool view past the trapdoors. But the coolest room probably to check out is the living room right here. This is the most aesthetic part of the house. It's got the wide, you know, got this big ceiling. Now this place is pretty dim, so mobs occasionally spawn. They don't really spawn, but you know, I have walked back here to find a few skeletons crashing in here. But yeah, I do still have a few furniture to put in here. That's why I just put this light here for now. But yeah, really nice open window. You can really admire the custom terrain out there. But that's pretty much to it. I also got this car, pretty cool plugin that the server has. But yeah, really try to make this place look as, you know, sort of contrasty. You look really kind of at home, really cozy. Here you have this cool feature with the inside-outside garden. And I also got a bunch of stuff hanging on the shelves as well. And you get that back sort of raised window I showed you guys before. I could actually hop on there and show you guys. Yeah, that's backyard. But yeah, that's pretty much the living room. Moving on to other stuff. This is the kitchen. So it looks pretty nice. You know, ideally I'm not a fan of these like sort of row looking kitchens, but I think this definitely works, especially for the narrow house. I definitely think, you know, everything in here is actually modeled after the actual, you know, floor plans, except for, you know, upstairs. Upstairs is a little different. But down here, everything's actually, you know, identical to how the floor plan works in real life. So this would have actually been the kitchen, and that would have actually been a couch. But other than that, yeah, that's the kitchen. Looks pretty nice. Somebody put diamonds in my dispenser for some reason. But here's all the pork chops that I collected from the spawner outside. Everything else is kind of decorations. Here is my enchantment table. I actually forgot about that. I think I really like how this dug into the house and actually worked. Usually every time I make a house and I try to include something like this, it doesn't usually work. But this happened to work out perfectly, so I do love the location of that. Which is why that's why I really like this house. I think it really fit with the survival stuff that I had to put in it. But moving on, this is the fireplace. Looks pretty nice. It's a bit of an eyesore, but I think it does fit in for the most part. Here is a door that I will show you guys later when I finish the tour of the house. But if I could get out of here, I'm going to show you my favorite part of the house. I'm really grateful for this room extension being here. As you can see, it is a room extension. But this is my favorite part of the house other than the living room. And that is my survival room. So this is where all my survival gear is. Everything that you need to know and everything that you need to have. Everything that you need for survival. You have the whole bunch of furnaces. And this is where I keep my coal. And this is just where all my chests are. Everything here is unorganized and everything like that. I have a framed... I'm pretty sure this is the real one of the first pickaxe that I actually spawned with. Everything else is just, you know, your standard stuff. You got a crafting table, cauldrons, you know, brewing stands, everything like that. This chest right here is my special chest. You have all my stuff that I have in here. You got my diamond shovels, everything like that. All the diamonds I have, you know, this is all the gear that I've amassed. Been playing on here for quite a while, so I've been really trying to save up. And everything else is just miscellaneous, you know, blocks and stuff that I did not organize. But yeah, I did have to go to all my survival bases and just dump all my crap in here. So yeah, all my chests and everything like that. I might have to actually make more room, but I really like how this room turned out. Everything looks really, really nice, and it's pretty well lit. Down here is my infinite water supply. For some reason, every time I show my friends this place, they somehow fall in here, but yeah, that's pretty much all you have to see for here. Other than that cool window there, that's a pretty cool window. We're gonna move on. So we're gonna go upstairs. I believe that's everything you can see down here. Not much. It is a very open floor plan. I do like how everything flows in. But we are gonna go upstairs now. Here is my sort of hallway. We can call it that. I think we're gonna start off with my bedroom. So of course you don't need this, but like, well, yeah, you actually need the bed for survival. But I do like the design of everything. Of course I didn't have to make all this stuff, but I am a builder, so I might as well make all this stuff. It has been a while since I've made a sort of realistic build, ever since I left the BCS, SBC, everything like that. So yeah, here you got I think that's a raised window, yeah. But yeah, you got this raised window. You do get a really nice view of the backyard and the gazebo there. Here's the beacon, everything like that. You get that backwater view. But that's my bedroom. It's pretty much all to see. Got this diamond armor and this little nook over here. But yeah, pretty nice living decor. We're gonna move on to the bathroom. Like I said before, you don't need this, but as a builder, it's just something I need to do just to get the grudge out. But I think it's a pretty nice bathroom. It's got everything you need. It's got the toilet, it's got the bathtub, and of course the view. Really love the view. But that is basically everything you need for the bathroom. So we're gonna move on. It's pretty dim over here. I don't know why. Maybe I'll put a torch down. Don't have any torches. Oh, I do have a torch. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is sort of the foyer, the two-story looking floor here. You can actually check out the nature better from this view. But yeah, this is sort of a little area that was kind of bland, so I really, when you have these areas in a house that you don't really know what to do with, this is what you should do with it. Just put like a little living space. It's a little carpet here. It really spices up the place. And here I have this really compact area. One thing I did learn with this, this whole entire build is you can really compact, make things look really compact and stuff like that. Though, it is an open floor plan, but it does work. Now this part over here is actually the most, I did mention before, this is the unfinished room. I do plan to put an office here. I'm not actually sure yet, but for now it just remains a bland room. It does have the office vibe from what I've been told, but you do get a pretty good view of the backyard and the gazebo right there. So we're going to move on to the social room. I don't know if you actually call it that, but this is just a place where I could chill, It's actually a pretty cool plugin where if you right-click the seats, I believe, let me just try to do it. Yeah, so if you right-click the seat, you can actually sit down on the stairs. It does become frustrating when I actually build, but it looks pretty cool. Look at that. Just sitting down near the fireplace. Everything is looking cozy, just on pretty night. Now, that's actually another thing I had to mention. I put in skylights, so you can actually check out the stars and stuff like that. It also keeps in natural light. I also put a skylight right here. I think this is a pretty perfect location for a skylight. But yeah, put in the skylights. Now moving on is probably one feature that I thought was pretty clever. Now of course you got this useless garage looking area. Well, I'm not really useless. I have my pig spawner down there. But I have my entire farm up here. I think this is a really good use of space. There actually is a layer of water underneath. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'll fix that later. But there actually is a layer of water underneath there, but for some reason the potatoes actually despawn sometimes. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, this is my second floor farm, if you call it that. I keep all my gear. Whoops, yeah, I keep all my gear in here. These are my farmer's shoes. It prevents me from like actually screwing over the crops over there. But yeah, I occasionally make a good amount of crops here. Don't make much, but I do make do. Then again, I already have the food from the spawner down there. Let's shoot a few pigs. Yeah, look at that. Alright. Now, that's pretty much all the interior I think is up here. I do have to show you as one other feature, but yeah, I hope you guys are liking, the sort of vibe that you get from this interior. I definitely think it looks pretty nice, especially with the shaders and everything like that. But yeah, gonna check out the last feature, which is, this sort of secret area to get up. And I'm not really sure what to put here. I don't really know, but like this is actually the chimney. But since this is not real life, I can do whatever the hell I want over here. And I decided to put the just a little staircase the way up here. Now the reason why I have this actually is in case mobs spawn up here, I have some way to get up here and kill them. Because this is not like you get these dark spots, and mobs do occasionally actually spawn up here, so I do have to come up here and actually take care of that. But other than that, I do believe that is pretty much all this house has to offer. So yeah, it's raining right now, so I'm not going to go outside and finish the video, so I'm just going to stay cozy in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this long showcase. If you didn't make it through, then obviously you really like my content, so you should check out my other stuff. You know, check out my portfolio on Twitter or anything like that. I will leave all the links that I said I'd leave down below in the description, in the info section of the description. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely more stuff to come by. Probably more stuff for survival. I do plan to get back into building, so, you know, you might want to stay tuned for that. But other than that, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.